Welcome to SpiceWorld 2021. Virtual. You know, just because we're... Hang on. Can we cut? Miss? Ma'am? We're filming here. That's for cast and crew only.
Talking to me? Jeff, I am cast and crew. You started without me.
Chelsea? What are you doing? Come here.
Spicy for life, baby. I'm here to help you host SpiceWorld. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's go.
All right. Welcome to SpiceWorld 2021. I'm Jeff Gretler, she's Chelsea AF. You know, just because we're virtual does not mean this is not the global IT tech event.
That's right, we are worldwide, baby.
Must-see IT TV, the Super Bowl of IT.
We've got a full roster of IT professionals in the house, from network admins, sys admins, help desk admins.
IT VPs, directors, CEOs, CFOs, COOs, C3POs.
The droid?
Droids, androids, iPhones. It's a virtual event. You can watch it on any device you want.
That's true. And we also have all flavors of security specialists in attendance. This is going to be huge.
Yeah, and this crew is representing like a who's who of globally recognized brands. And do you realize we're representing 142 different countries?
I mean, that's what worldwide means. Yeah, but yeah, out of those 142, Jeff, do you have a favorite country?
Yeah, shout out to Sokovia. Thank you for Wanda Maximoff. I love that show, so good.
I love that show too, but that's not a real country. And we also have awesome sponsors this year, so we'd be remiss if we didn't thank the 40+ sponsors that are in attendance, making SpiceWorld happen for you. And of course, a very, very special thank you to our premier sponsor, T-Mobile for Business. And then we have our diamond level sponsors. We've got Ring Central, Manage Engine, Barramundi Software USA.
Yeah, we have Cisco, Google Chrome Enterprise, Google Android Enterprise, Hewlett-Packard Enterprise, and our friends at Salesforce are sponsoring this year's keynote.
They sure are. And aside from our keynote sessions, we've got tons of other sessions going on all 3 days of SpiceWorld.
SpiceWorld is gonna be huge. Look at all the information we already gave them.
That's right. I mean, that's why we're here. That's why we're here. We're here to make sure you know where to get the info, how to navigate that virtual exhibit hall, and of course, who to talk to. And not only you're gonna hear from us throughout this opening session, but you're also gonna hear from some very special Spice workers. We've got VP of Product, Liz Ronco, in the house.
What?
She's gonna be letting you know what's new in SpiceWorks. And then also, oh my goodness, everyone's favorite Director of Community, Sean Dahlberg, is here, spreading the good word of SpiceWorld.
Dahlberg. Oh, I got an idea. You know, you can literally video conference in from anywhere. It's a global tech event, right?
Yeah,
so
it's
Richard,
virtual.
yeah, virtual.
Oh, RJ.
Yeah, he's our CEO. He's literally like our James Bond. I mean, I've taken video calls from him like biking in South France, jamming with a band in Nashville. So it says undisclosed location. Spoiler alert, that undisclosed location could be anywhere in the world. Where in the world is Richard Jalichandra?
Where is RJ? RJ?
I have no idea. It could literally be anywhere.
Well, as usual, the incomparable Jeff Gretler giving me way more build-up than I deserve, so hopefully I don't disappoint. Good morning, everybody. My name is Richard Jalichandra. I am the Global General Manager of SpiceWorks of Davis. I am happy to actually disclose my location. I'm coming to you from the Texas Hill Country, which really means I'm basically sitting in front of my house, which is also SpiceWorks of Davis World Global Headquarters as well. That's the way we roll in this day of remote working and all that. But again, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I am here to welcome all of our attendees to SpiceWorld 2021. I am absolutely thrilled that we are doing this again. I wish we were back in person, but you know, given the world that we're living in, we thought we'd be done with this, but we're not done with it. I'm just happy that we could do this again. So first, I want to welcome everybody. I especially want to welcome our IT professionals, because you make SpiceWorks.com and the entire SpiceWorks ecosystem work, and you help so many people. You help each other, but you help the world global technology community kind of get stuff done. So thank you very much for coming. And of course, we also have some of our tech marketing clients here too. And I want to thank them, because they're the ones that help fund SpiceWorks.com and the SpiceWorks ecosystem as well. So it's a very symbiotic relationship between the IT professionals and the tech marketers. And of course, specifically for SpiceWorld 2021 Virtual, I want to absolutely thank our premier sponsor, T-Mobile. Thank you so much, T-Mobile. And of course, we have other sponsors too. Our diamond sponsors, Barramundi, Cisco, Android, Chrome Enterprise, Manage Engine, Hewlett-Packard Enterprise, and Ring Central. And also, I want to also call a shout out to our platinum and silver sponsors, a long list of them. You're going to see all of our sponsors throughout the virtual convention hall and in various sessions and all of that. IT professionals, I highly encourage you to interact with our sponsors, thank them for helping us throw this event. And also, as you know, they're launching cool stuff that you're going to want to know about anyway. So definitely give a shout out to our sponsors. I have one plug for myself. Yep, it's all about me. No. Well, no, the next time you're going to see me is tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And I am absolutely thrilled. I get to sit down and do a fireside chat with Steve Wozniak, the co-founder of Apple. And I cannot tell you how excited I am to meet Steve and ask him a bunch of questions on behalf of the community. I've been a huge fan of Steve since I was a teenager. I followed his career basically for my entire career, so I can't wait for this. That's tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Time. And lastly, I want to pass this over to Liz Ronco, our head of product, because I know that a lot of the audience here is very interested to understand what's in our roadmap. So Liz, I'll throw it over to you.
Thank you, Jeff and Chelsea. Thank you, Richard. I'm thrilled to be here today. My name is Liz Ronco. I'm the VP of Product here at SpiceWorks. And I want to say that no one told me where the donuts were, so right after my segment here, I'm going to be running out to grab a few. As I mentioned, I'm here to talk about some product updates. I'm here also to give you a sneak peek about what we are currently working on and unveil a little bit of what's going on behind the scenes. But before we do that, I want to take a step back. I want to look at the world today, the world over the last 18 months, and all the transformation and change we've been experiencing. There's been a lot of it, a lot of new normals, so to speak, and that can be scary, can be uncomfortable, maybe a lot uncomfortable. But from transformation and change comes progress. It comes innovation. And that innovation can be a personal innovation. Maybe it's how you manage your day. Maybe it comes in the form of a worldwide innovation. And the breakthroughs of technology, medicine, remote work flexibility have truly astonished the world. And it's because communities of families, medical experts, technology professionals, leaders, they got together to support one another. They saw the struggle, they saw the change, they saw the opportunity, and they thought, how can we make the best of this? How can we make the world better? How can we make our organizations better? How can we make our people feel safer? And that's awesome because it drives positivity, it drives innovation, and it drives progress. And we see that progress in the data. In 2021, last year, we talked about the rush to remote work. We knew, and you all told us, that budgets were stagnating and that organizations were no longer investing in emerging tech and the riskier technology decisions. But we see that shift going into 2022, and it's not the same. Businesses are confident that their revenues are going to be up, which means they're reinvesting in their IT budgets. 88% of businesses plan to spend more on IT next year, which I know all of you are thrilled about because you've been waiting to get that new tech inside your business to help drive your business into the next stage of the future. And you're also going to be reinvigorating your investment in emerging tech, taking some of those riskier decisions, going outside the box, especially in the place and land of security, which we know is extremely important to businesses, especially when you're supporting a remote workforce. But it's not our businesses or our budgets or emerging tech that is the big shift. It's all of you. 25% of IT pros are considering a job change in 2022. And 86% of you are only going to consider roles that have remote work flexibility options. That doesn't mean fully remote. Many of you I've seen in the community talking about how hybrid works for you. You enjoy, and in fact have to, go into the office to support the infrastructure you manage, to troubleshoot an issue, to make a purchase decision. But you also enjoy the flexibility of a work environment where you can wake up as late or as early as you want to, wear pajamas or put on jeans, and set the appropriate time to get the task done. And this data and so much more is coming out tomorrow in our State of IT 2022, which not only is going to be launching tomorrow, but we're going to have a special session right here at SpiceWorld, led by our Head of Technology Insights, our very own Peter Tsai. So make sure you check it out. We talk a lot about the voice of IT, the state of IT here at SpiceWorld every single year. And it's because it's extremely important to us here at SpiceWorks. It's what we are founded on. We're founded on that voice. Since 2006, when the first beta version of SpiceWorks was launched, we've been helping technology professionals learn things and make the best decision for their business that they can with the information that they have, to gain insights, to get advice. And that is the very thing that the community was born out of. Something that was so important for not just us at SpiceWorks to share those insights, but for all of you to share with each other. And it's no surprise that the impact and scale of that community required its own mascot. And that's how SpiceWorks came to be. You created it, you voted on it, and our community brought SpiceWorks to life, which of course is in the form of an orange T-Rex, which represents the power, the scale, and the impact that each one of you have on each other every single day. And SpiceWorld is the ultimate epitome of our community coming together every single year. Whether you're here to learn something, to share advice, to connect with a peer or a tech marketer, or just to have a drink, you're here to have fun. And I promise that every single one of those things I just mentioned is available here to you at SpiceWorld. And it's something that we've built together. It's something that we've made the world recognize, to pay attention to, and to continue to nurture. Which is why here at SpiceWorks, our mission, it stays the same. It remains consistent. And it's to empower people, to use technology, to transform, and to improve their organizations, their communities, and the world every single day. And because we've stayed committed to this vision, because you all have stayed committed to us, we've built something together that supports millions. 25 million of you, actually, to be exact, and growing. You all spend 1.6 billion hours in our tool every single year. It still blows my mind. And we show up in 1.7 billion of your search results every year. And not only that, but our community alone, you all create over 400,000 pieces of unique content to share expertise and advice every single year. And it's not just about IT pros connecting with IT pros. You're inviting, you're collaborative, and you invite in those tech marketers, those technology brands, to bring their expertise to the table and share with all of you. They're creating the solutions and the technology that are going to help make your world better. And you've invited 775 of those tech brands into the SpiceWorks ecosystem and engage with them every single day. So that vision, we know we're growing. That vision is exciting. So what are we doing to make that vision a continued reality? Well, let's jump into some of the product updates we've had over the last year to see how we're bringing that vision to life. One of the themes you're going to see within this section is called performance and accessibility. We need our tools and our products to be performant, to scale with your organizations, to be as fast as you are in responding to issues, and to be feature-rich enough to help you get the job done. But they also need to be accessible. They need to be easy to use, easy to set up, and easy to support. And since so many of you are focused on your own digital transformation, your own migration to the cloud, I want to focus today on how we're making our own cloud tools here at SpiceWorks ready for the next stage of our product evolution. Last year, right after SpiceWorld 2020, we announced a brand new integration with Power BI. This allows you to take our data from our tools and integrate it directly into Power BI's analytics suite. So you can create custom reports for your business. And I'm impressed to say that over 1,000 of you are using this feature every single day. But we knew that while customization is awesome, sometimes it's unnecessary. Sometimes what you need is just the standard old, out-of-the-box, simple, accessible to use features, which is why we built our out-of-the-box reporting within our tools, which allows you to take our standard reports and filter them to your needs. Next, we wanted to focus on the performance and accessibility of our product view. And we started off with user portal upgrades and new setting capabilities, which we are in this first iteration going to make our cloud help desk more customizable to your brand. So you can update your logos, your color scheme to be more in tune with your organization and how your users support your team. Next up was mobile. We know our ITs are out and about, they're on the go, and you need your cloud help desk to be as mobile, as nimble, and as dynamic as all of you are. You're now able to see the most important features you need to do your job while you're out and about, all within a responsive design that works as fast as you do. So no more sorting through all those, they're cool, but extraneous features when you're on the go. But nothing delivers a top quality experience than when your command center is upgraded, sleek, and ready to work, which is why we did a full overhaul of our desktop ticket view within our cloud application. So now it looks and feels modern, it responds faster, and behind the scenes, it will scale with your organization. We've upgraded the performance so that we can meet larger businesses and make sure that we can support all the needs of your users when they submit day in and day out. And we know we have work to do, but we also know we're on the right track. It's because the voice of IT, you all have told us so. So I want to say thank you, and I want to give a huge appreciation to all the kudos, the call-outs, and the nods to the great experience of the SpiceWorks Cloud tools. We're not done yet, but thank you for continuing to tell us we're on the right track. Now, I haven't forgot that I owe you some product sneak peeks. So let's jump in and see what those are. First, mobile ticket view was a good start, but it's not enough. So right now in active development, we have our Cloud Help Desk mobile application for iOS and Android. Not only are you going to have an upgraded mobile experience, but you'll now have push notifications sent directly to your device. And if you check out the sessions that are happening over the next few days, which I'll talk about here in a second, you'll find out that we have a beta version of our new mobile app already up and running, ready for you here, right here at SpiceWorld. Next up is an inventory online integration with Intel Emma. This will give you the ability to leverage that vPro technology you already have inside your device network. We feel that vPro is a secret weapon that many don't realize they have. It's widely available to IT pros, but often underutilized. So with this integration, it makes it easier for all of you to get set up with Intel Emma. Because here at SpiceWorks, we're in the business of providing more powerful tools to make the world of IT that much easier. And our last product sneak peek is outside of our tools, but nonetheless exciting. And that comes in the form of when we joined forces with Ziff Davis. We knew we'd be better together. And we knew that better together power would come from the cross-pollination of our products, our community, and our editorial content. So starting in 2022, you're going to start seeing a new section of SpiceWorks called News and Insights, where we're going to be bringing industry-leading content, authors, and insights directly into the SpiceWorks experience. So it's everything you know and love, just a little bit more. And as always, you can see all of these updates, these plans, and some of these sneak peeks right in our community at community.spiceworks.com/product plans. And as I mentioned, over the next few days, we're going to be hosting a number of sessions that dive into each of these areas a little bit deeper, from our tools and apps to a chance to meet and question directly our product team and our engineers, grill us a little bit, if so to speak, if you want to find out more about what's going on and what else we're working on, and also find out what's going on in the community and how we're making that world better for all of our IT pros that come day in and day out. And since we know the transformation and change is here, we know it's happened, and we know we're continuing to live through it, I also know that SpiceWorks is committed. We're committed to great products, We're committed to an authentic experience. We're committed to our community, to all of you, to our IT pros, and that commitment is not going to waver. So thank you all for letting me be here today, and enjoy the rest of SpiceWorld.
When they said we were filming today, I didn't think they meant this.
I love it. I can hear everything.
All right, red light. Let's see what happens. Please welcome Sean Dahlberg to the stage.
Wow, that's a hard act to follow. Thanks, Jeff and Chelsea. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sean Dahlberg, and I'm the Director of Community here at SpiceWorks Ziff Davis. In fact, I'm about to hit my 10-year mark, and a little bit more than my hair has changed over the years. Before I get too far into that, let me tell you a little bit about myself. If you're active in the community, you probably don't know me by my face. You probably know me better by my avatar. I actually got started in information technology when I was serving in the US Marine Corps, and to age myself, we'll just say it's been a while. Back then, I was working with Banyan Vines, Lotus Notes 4.5, and we were installing Windows 95 towards the end of my active service. I was stationed in 29 Palms, California, and as you can see, it is a sandbox, literally. Back then, we didn't have Wi-Fi, and when we were running in the field, we have to put up a lot of temporary networks using coax cable, and you quickly learn that sand and a keyboard isn't the worst thing you can do to technology. From there, I made the obvious transition into online game development, and I worked at companies such as Electronic Arts, Ubisoft, and UTV Disney. In fact, one of my big projects was Star Wars: The Old Republic, and in many ways, it is why I'm here today. I had met Nick, who was the community manager at SpiceWorks at the time, and was talking a little bit about what I do. Part of my responsibilities was actually being a liaison with BioWare, the company I worked for, our parent company, Electronic Arts, and LucasArts, small company you might have heard of. I was talking to him a lot about what I do and some of the challenges of that position. Fast forward a few months, and all of a sudden I'm working at SpiceWorks. While Nick was focused on our IT community, I was focused on our new program, which we today call Vendor Social. This is brand rep accounts, vendor pages, CBR, things of that sort. Eventually, Nick went on to other opportunities, and I had the pleasure of managing the entire community team. And this year, I actually made another change. I've always worked with our product team, but today I am also part of that product team, working on our IT programs, focusing mainly on our IT community platform, as well as our IT tools and applications. As you can tell, things have changed since then, and change is sort of inevitable. I've had many changes over the years, and anyone who works with technology, you know it is always changing. While I have fond memories of my Commodore 64, the phone in my pocket is so much more powerful and can do so many more things. 2 years ago, I actually thought the biggest change in my professional life would have been when we became part of Ziff Davis. 6 months later, the pandemic sort of proved me wrong. And just like this event, the community has seen many changes over the years. If we turn back the clock to 2008, we can look at the very first SpiceWorld. Then we had maybe 100 IT pros and a handful of vendors attend. Today, I'm talking to literally thousands and thousands of IT professionals, and as you saw earlier, we have more than a handful of sponsors and vendors. There are a few members of our community who can tell you more about that change than anyone else. We call them the repeat offenders because they have been to every SpiceWorld since that first one. These are members such as Glenn P., Cat Dad, and D8805. And as you can see, things haven't changed and evolved since then. While I wish I could say our secret sauce is our website, our tools and applications, maybe bacon and coffee, which keep me running every day, that really isn't our secret sauce. It is our members. We have a ton of subject matter experts who are in there answering everyone's pressing questions. For example, if I have a question about Windows Server, I'm probably hitting up Deshmoo. If I want to talk to someone about the challenges of being a sysadmin in a dental organization, it's our Birch. And funny and yet true, there are times I have to reach out to Mainstrike when I want to talk about our own IT tools and applications. Not because he knows them better than me, it's because he has an external perspective. Yeah, that's it, an external perspective. One of the things I've noticed, though, is so many of you have come to the community because you're looking for answers. There's some piece of technology maybe you're just not an expert on and you're trying to find those SMEs. But the reasons you come back aren't so much for the technical answers, it's for the relationships you're making along the way. And while we have a ton of user groups dedicated to technology, you'll see a lot of these friendships forming in our off-topic areas. For example, the water cooler is the biggest and probably most visited off-topic area. We have IT pros in there every day talking about things going on in their life, talking, sharing memes, and we even have a piece of content we call the Spark that community members write every day. All of this isn't just happening on the SpiceWorks community website, it's happening across the internet. For example, we have the unofficial SpiceWorks community Discord channel where IT pros are hanging out every day just to talk with each other. It is also the place where you're going to find our Spice Buddies. If you're unfamiliar with that, it is veteran SpiceWorld members, just like some of you, who go in there and help new IT pros learn and make the most of this event. I'm going to paraphrase something Awesome Waffle said a few years ago that I found really helpful. It's IT pros helping IT pros get the full SpiceWorld experience. There's so many get-togethers happening, some official, but many unofficial, and it's a great place to learn about those and meet other IT pros from the community. If you have a moment, definitely check them out at spicebuddies.info. I also want to take a moment to make sure we recognize and celebrate a few of our members. This year, we didn't have one, but 2 members reach pure capsaicin. This is the highest level of engagement in the SpiceWorks community, and you need 250,000 points to reach it. While you get points for all types of engagements, we always reward quality over quantity. And if you look at our pure capsaicins, you'll see many of their points are coming by being recognized from their peers for best answers and helpful posts. Take Neely, for example. If you took all the points he just got for best answers, helpful posts, and helpful votes, you see he has almost enough points to reach MACE, which is a level so many IT pros are still trying to attain in our community. So let's take a moment to thank and celebrate Neely and Robert 5205 for all the help they've been giving IT pros over the years. One of the traditions we have here at SpiceWorld is the Spicy Awards. This is where we recognize IT pros and brand reps who are making just amazing contributions in our community and helping each other out. This year, we have 4 individuals we want to congratulate and thank for all the things they've been doing. The first is the SpiceWorks Hero. It's a bird, it's a plane, no, it's the SpiceWorks Hero. This is one of our members who's in there answering your questions with nitty-gritty technical details to the best of their abilities. And this year, it's a pleasure to recognize Supaplex for being the SpiceWorks Hero. He's only been a member of the community for a few years, but he already has hundreds of best answers and thousands of helpful votes. In fact, in the last 12 months alone, he's accumulated 217 best answers. If you're in the virtualization areas such as VMware or Windows Server, you're no stranger to Supaplex. Next up, we have the SpiceWorks Champion. The Spice Must Flow is their rally cry as they're in there championing the Keep IT Free cause. And this year's recipient is the Repair-A-Trooper. He's been a member since 2012, and while he has a lot of best answers and helpful votes, he does lots of other things. For example, he is one of the authors of the Spark we were talking about earlier. On top of that, he has a couple different pieces he likes to write. One is the random screen capture topic you see in the water cooler weekly, but he also has a new series he started in the printer area called The Printer Exposed. He's highly active there and always helping IT pros out when they're having printer problems. And if you've ever seen Office Space, you know what I mean. Next up, we have the SpiceWorks Innovator. This is actually an IT pro who's been a part of the community almost as long as I have, and I'm happy to finally give her this award that she's probably been earning for years and years, Technical Angel. She started back in 2011, and she's one of our Spice leaders, which is someone who leads up a local IT meetup group. But she does so much more than that. She's very active in a lot of our user groups to include women in IT, and she also helps out a lot in the SpiceWorks support areas, which is really helpful to me because she answers questions before I even can get to them. So thanks for all the help you've been giving IT pros over the years, Technical Angel. Last but not least, we have the SpiceWorks Advisor. This award is a little bit different because it's chosen by our community members, telling us which brand reps gets the SpiceWorks community the best. And this year, our recipient is Melissa from KnowBe4. She's been managing the KnowBe4 vendor page for years, but she's no stranger to security groups or the water cooler. And at the end of the day, when you look at anyone who's achieved this award, you'll see that they are really just a community member like everyone else who just happens to be representing a brand. She's answering technical questions, but also hanging out whenever she has that opportunity. So let's welcome these 4 to our prestigious group and adding them to the Spicy's Hall of Fame. As anyone who knows me can attest to, I can ramble on and on, but it looks like my time is about up. But before I go, I just want to say thanks to all of you, and I hope you have an amazing Spice World, and I'll talk to you soon. Now back to some familiar faces, Jeff and Chelsea.
Jeff, that's us.
What?
Come on.
Really? That was it?
Yeah, I can't believe Spice World's your favorite movie.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
We were in a Western.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we're back.
Told you we'd be back.
Yeah, we're back.
And our first stop, now that we're here, is gonna be the Spice World homepage.
Right.
This is gonna be your spot to navigate to all the cool stuff that's going on. So let's first take a look at that sessions tile.
Right.
This is where all the great tech content's gonna
That's
live.
where it all lives.
And this year, there is in-session chat too, so you can chat with your favorite Spice buddies as you watch the session. And then if you wanna learn a little bit more about the speakers that are presenting those sessions,
Little cyber stalking.
yeah, do a little cyber stalk and just head on over to the speakers tile. That's where you can cyber stalk some of our fabulous presenters and learn a little bit more about their bio and experience and background. And then of course we have the networking tile.
Really?
No, it's not that kind of, it's not that kind of networking.
That was on the clock.
It's social networking.
Okay, that makes sense.
So this is where you can interface with your fellow IT pros or other professionals in the industry.
And we also have that sponsors tile. That's right. Now with more chat. That's right. And you can go in there with real-time demos and you can chat with them. Just go in there and hit that drop-down menu to check that out.
Chat.
Chat. It's
And don't
all
forget about that showcase sponsor schedule.
Oh, yes.
Woot, woot, woot.
Yes, woot, woot.
Oh, but wait, there's
That's right.
more.
Speak of woot, woot, it's the passport to
Yep.
prizes. That's right. Just because we're virtual doesn't mean we're not going to be giving you great prizes. No way. So all you have to do is go to that sponsor page, interface with their widgets a little bit, do a little white paper reading, watch some of those videos, and then boom, hit that passport to prizes running. Scroll through the T's and C's, and you will automatically be entered with participating sponsors.
Ooh, and Jeff, have you seen this year's Spice World t-shirt?
I have. Check it out.
It looks so soft.
Yeah, it looks super soft.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be my new PJ shirt, but how do I get one?
So you got to go ahead, click that T-shirt widget, and guess what? We're shipping to plenty more regions, but you got to hurry up, get there while supplies last. And it wouldn't be a Spice World without a fire list of keynote speakers. So first up, we have the Hacker Valley Studio crew. They're going to be teaching you how to become a technology super athlete with Exist framework.
Whoa, whoa, wee, whoa, the Woz is in the virtual
That's
house,
right, he's
people.
here, he's in the house.
Yes, I am talking about Steve Wozniak. He is going to be joined by SpiceWorks' very own RJ for a fireside chat where they'll talk about his journey founding Apple, creating the first personal computer, and the future of technology.
Can you smell what the Woz is cooking?
Ooh, is that eco-friendly cryptocurrency?
I think it is. Oh, I need to stretch. Oh,
yeah.
yeah. You know, whether it's IRL or a virtual session, we really need those dynamic sessions and breaks. So we're going to stretch, and then we're going to breathe, and then we're going to find our heart center with that wellness break.
Yes, and when you're done namasteing, be sure to let loose in the Mixology Masterclass sponsored by NetMotion and Absolute.
That's right. And guess what? Mixology is a science. We're nerds. It's perfect.
This is an educational event,
It
people.
really is. And this event is coming to you live from Austin, Texas, the live music capital of the world. So every day, we're going to be bringing you a local, awesome Austin artist. And that's brought to you by Carbonite, WebRoot,
And OpenText Business Solutions.
that's right.
And for those of you that want to know a little bit more about what SpiceWorks Ziff Davis is up to, your first stop is going to be the IT Pro Hub. Here you can join a Spice Corps, you can check out the Cloud Help Desk app, and you can even join the SpiceWorks community. But now that I think of it, how did they get here if they're not already in the community?
Yeah, hurry up,
What?
go do that. But we're not gonna forget about our tech marketing friends. That's right, we have the Tech Marketing Hub. There you're gonna learn about the future of remote IT, Aberdeen strategy and research, and our very dear, close, personal, longtime friend, Peter Tsai, works super hard on the 2022 State of IT report. I read it, it's epic.
Yeah, and I hear the session's going to be epic because someone's going to be helping it out.
That's right, hashtag shameless plug. I will be there with Peter and we're gonna talk about it. It's gonna be great.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's the end of the deck. I can't believe we covered it all.
We
That was a lot.
covered a lot. That should keep you busy for the next 3 days.
So, Jeff, what are you going to do now?
I am gonna go check out that sponsor tab and then I'm gonna go catch up with some Spice Heads. What are you gonna do?
Oh, I'm going to go finish my donut.
Oh, sweet, can I get one?
Ooh, I promised SpiceWorks the last one.
Seriously?
But I think I've got some.
What, some pocket bacon? Of course we have pocket bacon. It's not SpiceWorld without pocket bacon.
And you know what else is not SpiceWorld
What?
without? A chant. We can't end this opening session without some energy, a chant, and a music. What are we gonna do?
Give me a beat.
When I say spice, you say world. Spice.
World.
Spice.
When we say spice, you say world. Spice.
World. World.
And that's the honor system, so we're gonna assume they said world when we said spice. But that's it for us, right?
That's totally it.
Should we let them go?
Yeah, get out of here,
Let them
Spice
go.
Heads.
Enjoy SpiceWorld 2021!